Every great transformation begins in uncertainty. Hello everyone, I am Saranya, Assistant Professor in the Department of Graphics and Creative Design of Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. It is a journey from chaos to excellence through innovation and design thinking, building an excellence step by step. This is an SNS roadmap. There was a time when even the brightest students and the most passionate teacher at SNS institution felt that sense of chaos, question with no answer, ideas without direction, and potential without a pathway. But instead of running from those chaos, SNS did something extraordinary. We embraced it. Because chaos, when seen through a right lens, it is not a confusion, it is the birth of creativity. That moment of disruption became our turning point. We asked ourselves, what if chaos is not an obstacle but an opportunity? What if the unknown is where innovation begins? And so, the SNS roadmap was born, a visionary framework designed to transform challenges into opportunity, student into creator, and education into innovation. This is not just a roadmap, it is a story of transformation, of courage, and of creation. Foundation of roadmap: planting the seed of innovation. Every magnificent structure starts with a solid base, and so we. At SNS, our foundation rests as three essential stones of challenge. The first one is chaos and challenge, the starting point of every innovation. Instead of fearing friction, we use it as fuel. Every difficulty becomes a roadway to discovery. Common man and business. We step into the world observing how real people live, work, and solve the problems. By understanding society and marketplace, we make education practical and purpose. The next is design thinking, the secret ingredient that transforms idea into impact. Its most process, it is a mindset built on empathy, ideate, prototype, model, and test. The framework and culture. Once the foundation is set, the heart of SNS begin to beat. Through SNS, we are depend upon the framework and culture. We realized the true transformation is not built by the system alone, it is sustained by the values. The value is 3P culture, that is purpose, process, and people. Every project begins with a clear purpose driven by passionate people and refined through process. Next is 3C framework: attitude, logic, and technique. Because knowledge without attitude is incomplete, a logic without technique is powerless. Spine, 5 pillar. 5 pillar activities we are using: learning, upskill, innovate, and network for continuous cycle. The next is spine, health, hobbies, and sports. We are following 18 clubs for stay strong body, mind, and spirit. Growth and innovation. We are focusing a creative network of 15 industries clubs where engineering meets arts, business meets design, and technology meets humanity. Students explore real-world challenges, collaborate across disciplines, and turn into prototypes. Gen AI enablement. The artificial intelligence becomes our creative partner. Through AI-driven learning and innovation, students gain the ability to automate, analyze, and imagine like never before. Certified talents. We don't just graduate the students, we graduating the global professional equipment with certification and real world competencies in IT, business, healthcare, and design. This stages lights the sparkle of limitless possibilities where every learner become a maker, an innovator, and a leader in making. The excellence and creation. Every idea once scribbled on paper now became a project, a product, or even a startup. Smart OKR. It is a gamified growth. We measure success not through the grades but through the outcomes, goals that are meaningful, measurable, and motivating. Continuous excellence. Excellence is not a finishing line, it is a lifestyle. Every small win is celebrated, every setback is seen as a feedback. 1000 startup. A decade of creation. Our moonshoot mission to build 1000 AI powered startup by empowering students with mentorship, funding, and the courage to innovate. Growth mindset. The believe our abilities expand with effort. We teach every learner to say, I'm not there yet, but I will be. Integrating of design thinking. If SNS had a soul, it would be a design thinking. It's the compass that guides us through even storm, from chaos to clarity, from problem to prototypes. Design thinking teaches to empathize with people before solving them, to ideate without fearing of begin wrong, to prototype and test before we perfect. It reminds us the progress is not in linear, it is an interactive, experimental, and deeply human. At SNS, every idea and project and startup carries this DNA of empathy driven innovation, making our students not just a thinker but as a problem solver with purpose. Roadmap of AI in SNS. The next is through Gen AI enablement, SNS integrated AI in every domain, helping teachers professionally learning, students code smarter, and researchers develop faster. But we don't see AI as a replacement of human creativity, we see it as a magnifier of imagination. In our 1000 AI startup mission, students use AI to create solutions that matter, from smart health and sustainable energy, from digital art to ethical business. Together, AI and design thinking from a evolutionary alliance. Empathy gives direction, AI gives acceleration. SNS ecosystem. Walk through SNS, you feel the energy. The campus is not silent, it humans with creation. Every classroom is a lab, every club is a startup hub, every student is an innovator in training. In the SNS ecosystem, learning happens everywhere. In maker space, where ideas turn into prototypes, in innovation labs where technology meets arts, in sports field where teamwork builds reliance. We believe in learning by doing, thinking by designing, and growing by sharing. Education here is not a routine, it is an experience. Students who can ask, what can I do? Being to say, here is what I have created. The some chaos that once focused them now fuels their confidence. They become innovator, entrepreneur, educator, and change makers. The SNS roadmap has turned learners into leaders, not just job seeker, but job creator, not just dreamer, but doer. This is transformation designed and realized through SNS philosophy. As our story becomes full circle, we see the truth unfold. With design thinking provide logic and AI providing scale, our vision of a 1000 AI startup is not a fantasy. It is an achievable future. SNS institutions have proven that education is not memorizing, it is about mobilizing minds. It is about empowering students to design their destiny. Every student, every teacher, every innovator has contributed to one grand narrative. The story of how we moved from chaos to creation and build a future shaped by imagination, innovation, and integrity. Thank you.